first step is to choose your niche. The second step is to identify their problems. Then you design solutions for their problems. Then you choose packaging, generate traffic, convert prospects, deepen relationship, and the final step is BOP, and I didn't spell it out, but I want to explain it to you guys so you know what BOP is. BOP is bold, outrageous, provocative. Who are you in the marketplace? And what makes you truly unique? And how do you express that in a way that people go, oh, what's that all about? Now here's a very important thing. You guys ready for this? There are no right answers. So if you're looking for the right niche, and you're not going to start developing a niche until you know it's the right one, get over it. Because there are no right answers. You're not going to know if this niche is going to work for you until you get into it. Which is a little scary, right? But you will find out if this is the right niche for you, and even if it isn't, what you learn from working with this niche will be translatable. Because that's one of the cool things about the multiple streams concept. It's not multiple streams because you're holding 5 jobs, right? Or you've got a diversified stock portfolio. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about multiple streams because you can develop this niche, narrow, deep, well, and then take everything that you developed for this niche, change the language a little bit, maybe change the packaging, and go to this niche, deep, fully, and then go to that niche, deep, fully, because it ends up translating pretty well with a little bit of language specificity and possibly some redesign of packaging. What do you want to research? The first step in choosing your niche, the main thing you want to research is where are these people, who are they, and how do I get in front of them? Okay, so that's the first question you need to answer, because if you can't answer that question, it's not a good niche. Because if you can't get in front of them, how are you going to market to them? You're having a hard enough time already, you don't need to market to a group that's impossible to reach. So a couple of places for you to look for the answers to those questions is obviously Google. You're looking for where are they hanging out, which means you're looking for Google groups, Yahoo groups, Technorati. You can search by keywords for where are the blogs, who's writing about them and for them. You want to sign up for these groups and not market to them. Do not market on these groups. You will get kicked out and people will hate you forever. Okay? Do not market to them. But here's what you do. You read for a while, and every now and then you answer questions, always with a signature line that says who you are and what you do and how to reach you. Your website address or your email, right? Once you've done this research, so maybe you're doing that searching for 5 or 10 possible niches. Once you've done the research for those 5 or 10, honestly, you want to look for the one that stands out to you. You want to look for the one that says, oh, well, this is intriguing. Or, boy, I'd love to hang out with these folks, and wouldn't that be fun to do business with them? That's really, again, it's a hard question, so that's really what's going to answer your question for you. Once you've actually found them, here's a couple more ways to research more about them. So, for example, you want to find out what are the associations that serve that group. And every group that you can, almost every group that you can think of has an association associated with them. If you go to the San Francisco Public Library, you go to the resources and ask them for their directory of associations. It's about yay thick. You could buy it online at Amazon for like 95 bucks, but really, why would you? A lot of this information you can get online, but my experience is it's not necessarily as accurate. So you go to the library, you open up the associations, it's listed by category. So you'll say, okay, N for nurses, boom, and there are going to be half a dozen. And within those that are nationals, there's going to be regional, sub-associations, and so forth. So you find the associations. You contact the associations. Do they have a website? Do they have a forum? Do they have conferences and events? Do they have a newsletter? Because I want you to just think about comparing the price of advertising in the San Francisco Chronicle, where you are basically wrapping for fish, or their children's school books, right? Or an association newsletter for people who are involved with that association. I mean, think about that. People read these newsletters. A, it's going to cost you way less. B, you will be guaranteed that you're actually reaching your target market. And they read the newsletters. And oh, you're an advertiser. That means you're supporting my association. I'm much more likely to do business with you. Social networking group. I do a ton of work with LinkedIn. I found it to be very, very successful. I belong on LinkedIn. I don't answer the general questions, because generally people aren't asking the kinds of questions I answer. But where I answer questions are in the groups. So I'm in music business, I'm in entertainment industry, I'm in Hooray for Hollywood, I'm in, I probably belong to about 15 different groups in my niche market. And what do I do on those groups? I don't advertise. I answer questions. I provide value. And I get a ton of traffic from it. And as I said, right, this is the first step of an 8-step process. Discover your niche, identify their needs, their wants, their problems, design your unique solution for their problems, design your packaging, which includes your language, it includes your website, it includes your physical packaging, generate traffic, convert prospects, deepen relationship, and bop. Okay? What I love about this whole marketing concept is that it's not about sales. It's about connection. It's about building a relationship. And that's something you can only do if you're niche marketing. It's very hard to build relationship when you're trying to reach a very broad section of the population, because what you will tend to do is reach them in a very superficial way. And the way you create relationship is by going deep. And there's a foundational principle about human beings. We buy from the people we know, the people we like, and the people we trust. And we only find that out when we've been in relationship with them.